Hello, hello, friends. It's International Scrapbook Day, and I am live with you in my studio. I am so excited to be here. I'm shaking. This is the biggest day of the year if you're a scrapbooker, and we are just so happy that you're choosing to spend this time with us today. We have already had two amazing classes go up. I'm the third, and we have three more. Can you believe that? It's a day full of inspiration. Let me just see who's on with me. Hello, Joanne. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Vicki. Ellen, my friend, nice to see you. Yeah, Katerina says, what a great way to start my day. That's awesome. Before going to your crafting group, that's a great way to spend INSD. I am Meghann Andrew, if you don't know me, and I am what we're calling the curator here of INSD at SCT. And I am really excited to be live with you to show you a brand new collection from Spellbinders. Now, you might have thought that Spellbinders was a card making company, but you would be wrong because they have some gorgeous paper collections in their shop. So I'm going to show you one today that you are getting a brand new peek of. They just put it as coming soon in the shop last night for us because our live was today. So hey Barb, hey Nancy, happy NSD to you. I am live. I'm the only one that's live. I had contemplated doing a pre-recorded because it's a crazy day. If you know me, you know I'm from Kentucky. So not only is it International Scrapbook Day, it is also Derby Day. And I'm gonna have about 40, 50 people in my house this afternoon. So it's crazy. But what better way for me to carve out some time to celebrate this hobby that we love so much with you than to go live, right? Okay, hello Linda, hello Marianne, and Catherine is on as SCT just to answer any questions if I can't catch them. But if you have a question, put it in all caps and I'll keep looking down at my screen to see if I can catch those. Okay, let me grab the good stuff, you guys. I'm so excited to share this with you. I'm gonna go to the overhead camera. So today I'm gonna be sharing Standout scrapbooking tips. And the reason I wanted to share these are tips that you can use no matter what kind of layout you're creating to really help it to stand out and be amazing. And so I wanted to share these. These are like my go-to tips for you guys. And you can totally take notes if you want to, but this video will be available for replay. I'm gonna have little fly-ups on the screen so you have visuals too, so you'll really remember when I'm teaching. It is a full day. Yes, hello Jennifer. Okay, you guys, this is the Bayfair collection. Now I have this in my stadium organizer from scrapbook.com. I love these organizers when I grab a new collection because you can set it on the edge of your desk and see it all beautifully, just laid out. And then, you know, you're not losing little bits and elements. I just love this thing. And whenever I get a new collection, it goes in here and then I have it on the back of my desk so that I can create. Okay, so let's start out with the papers. And let me just tell you, Spellbinders sent me their solid cardstock that coordinates too. They have the most amazing cardstock, you guys. It is so pretty. So this is listed as coming soon on the Spellbinders website. It will be available later this month, so be sure to go to their website, check that out, and we will post on our socials, on SCT socials, when it is available for you guys. Take a look. So these are single-sided, which kind of makes me happy because they're so beautiful. I hate cutting into it and then having to choose between the two sides. So look at these patterns. I love the mix of geometric stripes and florals. Like, look at that lush floral. I kind of want that to be my wallpaper, I think. The florals are gorgeous. Hey, Vicki. It is so beautiful. I love this tone-on-tone pink. I think that's so fun. Look at the birds. And can you see the shine on here? There's foil on these too. Sailboats. I love a pink sailboat. Beautiful blue floral, kind of like a Delft. and you'll see that some of their embellishments have like a Delftware pattern on them. This is a print like that says lovely, delight, enchant, adored, exo, hug. So lots of different words. There's your Delftware there. I love this one. Isn't that fun? It's so cool. You're welcome, Kim. And then these, look at this little tiny dragonfly print. I love it. So many great prints in here. I think the designer's papers, 20 sheets of 20 designs and one foiled page. How awesome is that? Okay, let me set that over here. Now look at their coordinating cardstocks. Like, let me just show you how thick this cardstock is. It's beautiful. It cuts like a dream too. They have excellent cardstock. So I already cut into my blues. You got light blue, dark blue, and then this is like almost like a black. It's so dark blue. And then you have your pinks and your corals and your yellow, that beautiful green and black. So I have all the things here. Now, let me show you the embellishments. You have your 6x6 paper pad. Now, Allison is going to be on for our final class of the day, and she's focusing on 6x6 papers. So I'm really excited about that. You have the cardstock sticker pack, which has some great phrases on it, some florals. I love these little flags. They're so cute. Circles, and you could make a pennant up here, which I think I'm going to do today because I love a pennant. Can't help it. You have a huge, huge pack of die-cut cardstock sentiments, 172 pieces, and you get foiled ones in here too. I just love that. I also love that the entire thing is on the inside of this packet, not the outside. So you can flip that up and take a look at that. Or if you put this in a sleeve to store it, you can store it with this one in the front so you can see what you have there. I love that. These are just gorgeous. Look at those. They're vellum stickers and they're 3D. So you don't have to do anything with the wings. They just pop up on their own. I love it. Puffy stickers. Gorgeous, foiled too. Look at that prize ribbon. Prize ribbons, love them, especially on Derby Day. Chipboard embellishments. These are gorgeous too. I love that chair. There's just so many fun elements in here. Just so many. Okay, what else? Die cut cardstock ephemera. This is 136 pieces. And this one's more of your florals. You got a whale on there, you guys. There's that cute chair, a lobster. So it has sort of like a seaside theme. So you'll see the photos that I chose today have kind of a water theme. And then these wood buttons, which I just think are really beautiful. I love the warmth that wood adds, and I love the little pop of color in there. And then this is what I'm kind of most excited about. This die cut pack. There are I think 3 different die cuts that go along with this collection, but this one is the one I'm using today. It is amazing. It creates these postage frames and a little stitched frame. So it doesn't cut on the inside. It's just it's so cool. So I'm gonna show you guys that. I'm gonna put all of these just over here. I'm not gonna use the 6x6 today. I'm gonna put them just here out of my reach and grab my paper. Because of course we're gonna start with paper, right? And I think, of course I didn't grab a piece of white, so we're going to go with, what are we going to go with? Part of me says yellow. I wish I would have grabbed white. Maybe I should just grab some white. Maybe I'll do that. Hold on, let me go grab some white. I thought I had white in there. Give me just a tick. Okay. See how fast that was? Right there. It's just right there. Okay, I'm going to grab some white. And then I have already cut out my blue pieces because I'm going to use those behind my photos. So I'm going to put that cardstock back. Let me show you my photos so that we can kind of get a feel for what we're doing here. I always like to start with my photos to see what pattern papers feel right. Those birds look exactly like one of the new USPS stamps. That's cool. I haven't seen those yet. The dragonflies are beautiful. I love them. So look what I did with the dies. So the stitched frames fit perfectly within the postage frames. just like that, and you can create layers. And so what I'm doing here is I printed my photos to go right on the inside of that blue, and look how those pop up. Don't they just look fantastic? I just love that. So you can see here that I am documenting the SCT team. We took a little couple of days break in Ontario, and I wanted to get these photos that are just from this week into my album. Because what better time to scrapbook than when your memories are fresh, right? So I'm going to go ahead and layer these up using scrapbook adhesives by 3L tape. And once I start putting the layout together, we're going to talk about my tips, but you're going to learn things along the way. So feel free. Look how pretty that is, right? Becky gave a great tip about leaving some white space on your photo. And if you can't do that, if you don't know how to print it home that way, then you can just crop your photo just a tiny bit and then add some white cardstock behind. It will only add a little bit of depth, but I just love this look. I just think those two blues with that little white border is just lovely. So tell me, you guys, are you creating today? Are you just watching and getting inspired? Are you scrapbooking? Are you with friends? Tell me what you're doing. It's a beautiful day here, so I am excited to, be in here with you today, and then hopefully be able to get outside later when I'm not running the buffet table. So let's see. Oh yeah, Ellen says she was in Louisville last month, and it is gigantic. Yes, Churchill is big. It didn't used to be that big, but obviously it's grown bigger over time. Oh, I love a white border. Look how pretty. This is probably one of my favorite pictures from the trip. I just love that. And one thing about your photos, when you choose photos, make sure you're mixing up the kind of photos that you are selecting. So, this is a group shot in one direction. This is a group shot in another direction with the lake behind us. And then there's a chair. So what I'm going to do is kind of arrange it in this way with my main photo on this side. Now, I'm going to show you tip number 1. Let me bring up my tip number 1. Tip number 1. I want you to decide on the focus of your page, first and foremost. So usually that's a photo, right? Sometimes that's journaling. Maybe you have a layout that you're creating where you don't have a photo, or you have one that doesn't have a great quality to it, so you have to print it really small. Maybe your journaling is the focus. Maybe it's a piece of ephemera, like something you've saved from a trip, something like that. I want you to decide your focus. When you have a focus for your page, then it makes it easier for you to pull it together. Okay, see, I have lots of blues in my photos, so I think I'm going to focus on blues for this page. And there's so many to choose from. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I love this blue tone on tone. I love that one. I just think it is gorgeous, and I really like the pink and white stripe, and I think I should do that for Catherine because she loves pink. There's also the pink sailboats. Now, we didn't see any sailboats on this trip, but I want to tell you guys, don't be so literal. Because we're by the water, it's fine to have sailboats, right? It kind of gives you that water feel. Oh, I forgot to show you this one. Look at that stamp. It's like all flowers. I love that. So I think I'm going to go with a mix of these three and maybe throw in, oh, I love that one too. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to take out the dragonflies. I'm going to put that in. So these three here. And then I have that floral. Let me put these back here. I have that floral that I'm pulling in, and that's going to tie in my embellishments. Okay. Yes. Hey, Kim. Kim Kesty is here from Spellbinders. And yes, we love these papers. They are so gorgeous. I think everybody is oohing and awing over this collection, Kim, and they're excited for it to hit the shop. Now, I love a sturdy layout. If you were with me for Crop and Create this weekend, that was one of my quotes. I love a sturdy layout. And by adding this blue behind, not only am I going to establish some balance to my page, but I'm also going to make it nice and sturdy so that it can stand up to whatever I'm going to put on top, because we're going to put some of these amazing embellishments on top. We did see swans, Catherine, you're right. We saw some trumpet swans and we were really excited about that. I'm just going to take off a 1/2 inch here, you guys. You can go as wide or as narrow with your border as you'd like. So I always say go less because you can always take off more. And I really like that. I like that. Okay, so we're going to do that. The next thing I'm going to do is do a little bit of layering on the side. Now, my photo that's going to be my focus, right? Because we're finding out our focal point, what we want the viewer to focus on is going to go along that right side of the page. So I'm going to do a little bit of layering over here with some patterns, okay? And I think I'm going to make it a little bit more playful. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to layer all 3 of these babies, kind of like that, so that they're not straight, because I want it to be a little bit playful. This paper says it's, you know, it's elegant, right? But let's add a little bit of playfulness to it too. Okay. Let's grab, and let me see just how much I need to take off here. I'm just grabbing my clear ruler. I'm going to do all of them about 4 inches because the rule of thirds, right? We love thirds. If you didn't know, that's kind of, the rule of thirds is kind of a design principle. It just makes everything seem right to the brain. And then I can arrange them and trim them as necessary. So I'm going to cut each one 4 by 12. And I want my stripes to run horizontally, 4 by 12 here. Hey Marisha, nice to see you. If you guys are card makers as well, not only will this collection work beautifully with cards, but we have lots of card information, card inspiration for you on our blog too. And Marisha was our guest this week for Mother's Week on our blog. She created a gorgeous card. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to kind of extend this one out a little bit like that. And here's what I like to do. I'm going to go all in. We're not going to use temporary adhesive today unless I need to, but I'm going to just get it in place like this. And remember, I haven't yet adhered this down, the frame down, because we're going to trim it off. I know, Bethany, it's a beautiful blue. It's like a cornflower blue. So it's not purple, but it's like a cornflower blue. And I just think it is stunning. Okay, let's put some adhesive on here. And I'm still shaking. There's something about, you know, going live on such a day like International Scrapbook Day that just makes me nervous, because I know that no matter what we do, we're just going to have fun. This is mainly a time for me to create and you guys to chat along with me, but it's such a big day for us. Okay, yes, Kim, you're so right. That 12 by 12 is so much easier to follow the rules of thirds. I'm not good at math over here, so, you know, much easier. Okay, look at that. So we have 3 layers there, and they are, you know, a little bit wonky, not terribly, just a tiny bit. And then I'm going to trim. Oh, you know what I'm going to get? I'm going to get my Spellbinder scissors because they're the greatest scissors ever created. Have to tell you, they are so good, you guys. The best scissor you will ever have in your crafty space for everything. And my family knows that these scissors are off limits, right? Just got to make sure I'm cutting the right layer here. So you're just going to trim this down to the edge of your white cardstock. We're creating this nice edge on the left side. I might have to do this bottom portion with my trimmer. I have just realized that my contacts are no longer the best prescription for my eyes. I made that realization this weekend when I had in my contacts and I couldn't see. And I'm like, well, just passed over that 40 hill, so it's about time, I guess. That looks great. Look at how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? So to me, this kind of says, this is playful, this is fun, but yet elegant at the same time. Now I'm gonna commit. Yes, Cindy says, don't be nervous, all friends here. I know. And SCT, you know, we have the greatest community of friends here. Absolutely. Thanks for the reminder, Cindy. Okay. Look how beautiful. Okay, so tip 2 for my standout scrapbooking tips is contrast, 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 right? We are creating contrast with every layer we add. So I have that white with a very contrasting border around it, that dark, dark blue. Then I have 3 different patterns that are contrasting not only in pattern, but also in color. So you have your tone-on-tone pink, your white and pink stripe, and your tone-on-tone blue here. So we're already adding contrast. Now, I'm going to add my photo right here. What is tip number 3? I almost forgot it. Oh yeah, white space. Okay, I'm coming to that one. I'm coming to that one. The reason why I want to put this photo here, it's my focus, right? Why don't I put it over here? Intersections are big. So where there is an intersecting line, you're putting something over this long vertical line, that's going to draw your eye to that photo automatically. Then your other 2 photos can go and be a lesser part of the layout somewhere down here. And those are more floating. And just make sure you don't cover up anyone's face like Virginia Nebel there. Okay, so my main photo is going to go up here and my 2 other photos are going to go down here. And this one, not only is it my main photo because it's a larger, you know, it takes more prominence on the page, but it's also on this big photo mat here where all the pattern and all the color is happening. So that becomes the focal photo, okay? Oh, Stacy, you're okay, you're not late. We are going to commit. I know sometimes I don't commit, but today is not the day to beat around the bush. We're gonna commit and put on some foam tape. So I can't wait to grab these embellishments and embellish this page because I tell you, these are so beautiful. So this Bayfair collection, if you're just jumping on, is by a company called Rosie Studio, and Spellbinders is where you can purchase it. It will be out later this month. You guys are getting like an exclusive peek, exclusive. And we're so excited about that. So thanks to Spellbinders for letting me create with it. So there's my main photo. And I popped that up on the page. I'm going to put this one down with just tape. It has like a elegant, beachy kind of, do you know what it reminds me of? Going to like the beaches on the south of England, the Victorian kind of beach towns. We spend time in England usually in the summers, and the beach towns in the south are very Victorian, lots of Victorian buildings, and they're beautiful. So that's what this collection reminds me of. And I do have lots of photos from those summers that I can use with this collection. Oh, Chris, yes, I'm still nervous all the time, but you know, usually I'm like, okay, we got this. But today, because it's National Scrapbook Day, I know a lot of you are joining in. And you know what? There's a lot of people that may not be able to scrapbook most of the year, and they might tune in today. So don't want to let you down. Okay, look how fun this is. I just love this arrangement already. And I want to talk about tip number 3, because this is where this comes into play. Tip number 3, don't leave your title last, okay? Titles are important. And the reason why they're important is because they kind of introduce the story of your page. So at this stage, this is where I will decide where is that title going to go? I don't want to leave it till the very end. So I've grabbed a few different alphas here, but I also want you to remember that this collection has gorgeous, like absolutely stunning die cuts. So one of my favorite things to do is to create a really interesting title by mixing die cuts and alpha stickers. And I just love this. So this is the die cut cardstock sentiments pack. It has enjoy, grateful, sunshine, happy, loved, and perfect. And all of those are a great size to create a title. Now, where do I want to put my title? Now, this is where I come into step number 4, or tip number 4. And you guys will all know this, but I'm going to remind you, white space is your friend. White space is your friend. So don't put your title like in this area here. Don't do it. And the reasoning is because you want to make connections with the elements on the page. And right now we have this kind of nice grouping of photos that goes in this diagonal line. And if we put a title up here, then your eye's kind of going all over the place, right? Bring your title closer to the other elements on the page, like the larger elements on the page, and give them some kind of connection. Make them touch somehow, right? I love that. I love when things are layered on top of each other and they connect, because when you connect two small elements, your brain reads it as one. Okay? Am I you guys still with me here? Yes. Jennifer says, I have never scrapbooked. I'm a card maker, but I decided this past week that I want to try scrapbooking. That's amazing, Jennifer. This is the perfect day for you to be joining in then, because it's all about scrapbooking today. Okay, so enjoy the retreat is what I wanted to say. Because this was a little, this was kind of a retreat. So I grabbed a few different alphas. I love this blue, and I think it matches really well with that one, but it's a little too playful, right? I feel like it's a little too playful for this page. This is really perfect with this collection, but they're big, and I already have some gold foil here on this die cut, and I don't want it to compete. I want it to contrast. Remember, what was tip number 2? Contrast, contrast, contrast. And that goes for your titles as well. So what I'll probably do is grab a little alpha, which I didn't grab off camera. I'll grab a little alpha for the, and I'm going to say, enjoy the retreat. And part of me wants to do it down here, actually. Now look how it's making that beautiful connection. If I put this on just the edge of this photo, it's making that connection with that photo, and it allows me to line up the word retreat really beautifully here with this photo. So let's see if we can fit this on here. So don't leave your title till the end, my friends. Your title is a big element on the page, and it deserves to, to be on there. Now, if this doesn't fit, I'm going to have to come up with a different solution. I think it won't. It's a big alpha. Or I could say enjoy. Okay, let's come up with a different word. Enjoy. Always use a spatula when you pull things off, so then you don't rip anything. Enjoy. Ooh, a smaller word. What do you guys think? Yes, I love that placement too, Ro. Smaller word. Enjoy the calm. I kind of like that. Enjoy the calm. Enjoy. Enjoy the lake. I think let's do calm. And you know what? If off camera, if I decide that I come up with a better word, because when I'm on camera, it's, my brain's a little not there. So if I come up with a different word, I'll show you guys. Enjoy the day. Yeah. Kind of the reason why I wanted to say retreat or calm is because when I came here, I just felt like, oh, I just took a nice deep breath, right? And I was just calm and it was just relaxing. So I really like that. I think that's beautiful. And I really do love that placement. What I'm going to do off camera is put a little tiny THE right there above the word calm. So that title is a mix and match title because, let's go back to number 2, contrast, 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 right? I'm contrasting a handwritten font with a really big sans serif font. And the colors too, I'm contrasting those as well. So don't leave your titles till the end, my friends. Okay, now it's time, after I get my title on, now we think about embellishments. So let me grab some of these gorgeous, gorgeous embellishments. I swear they're so beautiful. Look at all of these. Oh my gosh, so many to choose from. And this is where I like to tuck things. And I think that this noted is absolutely perfect for my journaling. So always have a plan for your journaling too, even if you only want to write the place, the date, who was there. I think it's really important, you guys. Now, because this photo is my primary photo, I'm going to create this really nice grouping of embellishments around this photo to kind of show that it's prominent. So Stacy says, titles are always the hardest for me. Stacy, they can be, but if you think about your title in terms of an introduction into the story, I think that it comes out easier. So maybe do your journaling first. What's the primary reason that you're creating this page? Like, what do you want it to show? And then go from there to create your title. I like that, but I don't like it coming down from there. That's really cute though. Okay, that's a possibility. I love this good life. It says, enjoy this good life. Life is good. I like that big circle, and that's why contrast, contrast, contrast. We're kind of breaking up all of these straight lines with that big circle. But this one says just perfect. And I think that that needs to go right there because this little trip was just perfect. Now, the thing that I'm missing here is this pink. It's only in this area here. There's a little bit on this noted, but I need to pull it across too. And do you notice that I used this photo of this reddish pinkish chair because I thought it would work really, really beautifully as that pop of pink on this page. Okay, what's this one? That's the Good Life one. Okay, let me go and look at these other ones too. I mean, look at these. And you get 2 of each in this pack. That's wonderful. So if you're, worried about losing one to use it, you don't have to worry because you get 2. Or if you're someone who likes to create 2 of the same layout, I know some people do that for their children, or they might make one for themselves and one for their mother. Then that's a great way to do that. Little moments matter. That's really pretty. I love this one. It's a good day to have a good day. Isn't that cute? Love it. Okay. So these are numbers. Oh, this is sweet for a card. It just says, you're so sweet. So like I said earlier, this collection would be absolutely gorgeous for cards too. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, this one's so pretty. Ooh, look at that. I love that. And I might do a little bridging. Oh, look at this. So if I put that there, that kind of bridges this gap that I have in the middle, but I still have all this white space up there. And I really, really like that. Okay, let's go to the ephemera pack because this is a lot of words. So I want to see what we have over here. There's a whale. I love that. Yes. Bayfair is in the coming soon on the Spellbinders website. If you go to the blog post that Catherine has linked on this video, you will find a big link for the Bayfair collection in the coming soon area on the Spellbinders website. Okay, look at how pretty this is. I'm going to do this. I love that. And that creates that circular element that I want to get on there to kind of break up some of these lines. Okay, I'm gonna have to dump this out because it's just too good. Where's a tray? Let me grab a tray because I really want to pick through this entire thing. It's so pretty. Look at this. Not only is there a whale, but there's a lighthouse. There's beautiful florals, seashells. Look at that. And they're all foiled, you guys. All foiled. Look at it. It's a little drink cart. I love that. How beautiful. A flower shop. All these beautiful things that you would find on the seaside, you know, little shops. And oh, I love that. I love that. Don't be afraid to cover up small areas of your photos, friends. If there's nothing in the photo, it just, you know, it's just the opportunity to kind of break up that edge a little bit. And this floral element does that so perfectly. Now, because I have two floral elements here, I really want to put one up here at the top because I think that that would make that line of embellishments just absolutely perfect. And I need to look at my number 4. I said white space, so white space is your friend. We're not going to go into this zone because that's a zone. We're going to leave it right there. So leave the white space as it is. Look at this, Delft. I love it. Love it. Okay, I'm trying to find a little floral arrangement for up here. And you know what I can do? Because I stuck it down and I committed, I'll just take my spatula and pull that up just the tiniest of bits. And I could put that in, although I am losing a little bit too much of that floral. So let's see if I have another one. And this one would be a good one too. I can do the same one over there. Oh, this one's nice. Let's do this one. That's perfect. And that really accents that corner beautifully. So we're going to do that one. Just like that. I love that. Breaks up that corner so nicely. And then this one, I'm going to go ahead and commit to putting it right there. And because half of it will be on my photo, I'm going to put dimensional adhesive on one side and tape runner on the other. Yes, Mari is saying that she got to create with this too, and she says, do not miss it. It's beautiful. I will remind you guys though, we'll put it on the SCT Instagram page when it comes out, put it in our stories. So be sure you're following us here at SCT, you know, on all of our channels. I'm going to leave this blank for the moment because I want to add my journaling. Now look at this. Oh, that's gorgeous. If I tuck this behind, this leaf kind of, you know, lays on that photo. Remember I said I like to make connections, so I'm connecting things by placing my elements. And then this is here, which is so beautiful. Look at that beautiful line of photos and elements, and it's just beautiful. I think we're going to go with that. Now, do we want to add some gold? I think we should. I think we should add some gold. There are little leaves. Trying to get the leaves. There are little posies too, and there are little dragonflies. I love dragonflies. I just think they're so pretty. Look at these little posies. So just little bits. So number 5, this is important to me. Number 5, add large, medium, and small elements to your page. Okay, the reason for this is if you are only putting large things on your page or large shapes or large die cuts, then nothing is going to, it's going to overwhelm the other things on your pages. You need a mix of large, medium, and small to kind of really get a good mix of embellishments on your page. So always think in that way. So I have large things like, you know, the life is good, that's really big. The noted one, that's big too. And if you have things that you want to make them a little bit smaller, tuck them back a little more. Tuck them behind photos because they do take up space on your page and they take up space visually. And we want to make sure that the things that are most important on our page will still stand out. Look at that. Oh, that gold is so pretty. So I like these gold touches that are kind of running through the page. And we're doing that by adding some small, medium, and large. And then I want a little bit of gold right up here at the top. So let me go to, let's see, we did the ephemera. Look at this. This is beautiful. Oh, it's okay, Danielle. You can go back and watch on replay if you want. This will be available for you to watch at any time, even if you're just, joining in. You're not going to miss anything. So this says, let gratitude fill your heart. That is kind of perfect. I love that. It's really beautiful. Let's do that. Now, if I have enough room up here, I can put that there. Or, now this is a pick your own adventure. I could do a bit of a banner. But I feel like the gratitude one is really what this page is about. Just getting away with your friends, for a few days, getting out of your space. And I think that that works beautifully. So I'm going to put that on my photo. Ooh, it's okay. I got it on straight the first time. So let gratitude fill your heart right there on my main photo. Then I have life is good. You have that little touch of gold up there. And I'm going to add a little bit more gold by grabbing, should I do another one of these? Oh, those are pretty. I think I will do a couple of these hearts. Yes, so pretty. The gold heart. Was there a big gold heart that I missed? I might have missed a big gold heart. Yeah, I need a little gold heart here. So if I put 2 of these up here, so pretty. Then I have a little touch of gold up there. Now, I have lots of paper on here and not a lot of any other textures. So let's grab our other textures. I just want to use one of these so you can see how beautiful they are too. Vellum is just so gorgeous, and these are stunning. Kind of like the perfect embellishment. They're foiled vellum. You don't have to pull up the wings. They're just there. And I kind of like that. So it's going towards my main photo. Just like that. Oh, and I lost my posy here. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So there's that little dragonfly. Isn't that beautiful? It's shiny, foiled, layered, lots of layers here. And then, yes, Christine, I like that rule, large, medium, and small. So think about that. I love adding small pieces. Like this is one of my favorite things to do at the end of the page. Just put those tiny, tiny little bits on because they really make a difference in terms of, visual interest on your page. They really do. I'm going to put one right up here, just like that. So tiny bits. And then let's grab 1 or 2 of these wood buttons. I really like the camera one. And you know what I'm going to do? Once my journaling's on, I'm going to put it right there by that circle because I like those 2 circles being together. I like that. And then let's grab the cardstock. There's so many good things in here. I feel like I just have to use a little bit of everything just because they're so great. Yes, Nancy says, I love that part, adding textures. Those are beautiful dragonflies. They really are. They're stunning. If you want to add even more texture, you can do that with your papers too by roughing up those edges with your Spellbinder scissors. Look at how gorgeous these are. And there's little tiny frames on here. Little tiny frames. So this says, hello, friend. And I think that's perfect to go right down here. And it adds a little bit of a circular element to the bottom of my layout. And I have 3 circles there like that. How pretty is that? What do you guys think? What else would you add? You could do, now Spellbinders always has some gorgeous gems to add even more sparkle. If you're a sparkly girl, throw some gems on too. But I really think that this is kind of perfect the way, this is how I envisioned it to look in my head. So tell me, what would you add? Is there anything that you've seen in this gorgeous Bayfair collection that you would put on the page? I have 2 dragonflies, so let's add another one, right? Let's put one over here. And then I got a little bit more puffy sticker going on. But I think that I love that. So let's go through our tips again. Ellen says, I never know when to stop. Do you know, I like to think, like, I think it was Coco Chanel who said, before you walk out of the house, take one thing off because you've probably overdone it. Now, what would I take off of this layout? I don't know. I really love everything the way it is. If I took off anything, it would be that. Just perfect. Because I do have a lot of words on the page. I have enjoy calm, hello friend, life is good, noted, and then the let gratitude fill your heart. And I also lose a bit of that beautiful sky in the photo if I leave that on. So I took my one thing off. And Ellen, that's what I suggest that you do, is to step away from the page for a few minutes, go get a cup of coffee, and then go back to it, take one thing off. Starting to lose the photos and all of the stuff. Well, there is a lot of stuff, but we've created this beautiful diagonal line, and our photos are still sticking out because they have those nice big frames on them. So that contrast on those frames helps that to stand out amongst all of the stuff too. Okay, I agree, says Christine, not needed. Stunning, says Joanne. Okay, let's go through our tips really quickly, you guys. I'm gonna go back to my main screen. Okay, tip number 1, decide on your focus. Is it gonna be a big photo? Is it going to be your journaling? Is it gonna be a piece of ephemera? So even if you have 3 photos, which one is gonna be the main photo? Maybe you print one a little bigger and you do the other 2 a little smaller so that your favorite photo is the focus, okay? Oh, thanks, Sherry. You're so sweet. Number 2, contrast, contrast, contrast. And that's in all ways, with your pattern paper, with your colors, with your textures, with your shapes. Contrast really helps to make a standout layout. It is the number 1 design principle that I think makes a difference on your pages. So remember contrast, okay? Number 3, don't leave your title last. It's a big element on your page and you want to give it space on your page. If you leave it till the end, you're just going to squish it in whatever space you have remaining, and you can really use your title to not only introduce your story, but also to make it a design element on your page. Okay, tip number 4, white space is your friend. We left a big amount of white space up in that upper left corner because you need a place for your eye to rest. And there may be a lot of embellishment on this page, but leave that white space so that it doesn't overwhelm the viewer. And tip number 5, add large, medium, and small elements. Even down to the tiniest little gemstone is a small element. So remember, your photos are big, your die cuts are big, go medium and also go small. Don't just put the big stuff on there. Okay, you guys, I am going to photograph this layout. I am gonna take a deep breath and go get ready for Derby Day. I hope you are enjoying our INSD at SCT event today. We've already had 2 classes before me. We have 3 classes after me. It's a packed day, and I really hope you are making the most out of it. Even if you can't create today, make a playlist, watch these videos again, and jot down some ideas on how you can let them inspire you. So, hey Michelle, nice to see you. Thanks so much. Ellen, thanks for being on. Barb, Christine, thank you so much. And Jennifer, I appreciate all of you for taking the time today to spend this 45-50 minutes with me. And I hope you will join us for the next video. It is up at 2 p.m. Eastern time, so you have a bit of time for a breather and a bio break. Thanks so much and have a wonderful International Scrapbook Day.